Hello, 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 hello. So today's guest is the owner of Optimus Prime. Y'all know the newest addition, well, one of the newest additions to the DNL camp. So Optimus Prime came out kicking butt, and a lot of people have been curious to see or hear from the owner of that car. I think he should be getting on in just a moment. So while I wait for him to get on, let me go ahead and do a couple of housekeeping things. If you guys have missed any of the past episodes of Rise and Vibes, you can go click the link in my bio and view any of the past episodes, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me get him on here. I texted him a few minutes ago, so he should be joining. Yep, there he is. Go ahead and get him on. Hello.
What's up, KP?
How are you?
Sorry, how about yourself?
I'm doing good. First, I want to tell you thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and answer the fans' questions. We really appreciate it. I know all of you guys are busy, so I appreciate you taking time to sit down and talk to me.
Sure.
All right. So first, I'll start off with one of my questions, and then I'll get right into the fans' questions. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So tell me how you got started being into cars.
Well, growing up, I've always been in the cars. But mostly I was doing car shows. I had a lot of cars I was doing car shows with. And once I realized, Don't Mess, Sage is my first cousin. And
Okay.
once I realized we grew up together, so he was more into the cars, I was more into like doing other stuff. But then around, we grew apart, and he moved to Orangeburg, and we lost contact. But then in 2015, when Don't Master was just coming about, and I realized who that was, and that's when I got back into it. Yeah, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it went from there.
Okay.
Following with him as he was, doing the racing, traveling with the racing and stuff. I got into it that way.
Okay. So what made you eventually want to actually get into racing?
Well, I had a couple of cars already, with the Skittle pack that Don't Master built for me. I had a Trans Am at first that he built for me that I sold, and then I had the green Malibu that was on the Skittle pack.
Mm-hmm.
But I never was the driver. He was always the one that drove the cars. And once I sold that Malibu, I kind of got out of the racing for a while, and then I was still traveling to all the tracks, just about every event. I was there watching and paying attention. So, I'm saying, like looking at everybody's cars and watching what everybody was doing with the turbos, with the nitrous motors, with everything else, and how the sport has changed over the years. And then as last year when I purchased the Monte Carlo, it just went from there. I bought that car back in February of last year, and it was being worked on ever since. Well, first of all, I had the car for about 2 or 3 months, but I was waiting to get in Eric because his schedule say kind of backed up, so it took a while to get in his shop. And then once we got in his shop, it just went from there.
So what the burning question, what the question is that I got maybe 100,000 times over that the fans. Okay, of course, the fans are also nosy. So I was letting you talk because I thought you would just answer the question without me having to ask it.
Nah, you go ahead and ask it, then I'll answer.
So what made you decide to eventually move and go with DNL?
Well, it was a thing that me and Primo, started conversating, at tracks, and we started growing, closer, just conversating, talking on the back line, and it just went from there.
Okay.
Just conversation, going down to Miami, hanging out with Cass sometimes, it just all developed from there. And, when the car came about, it was a deal brewing down in South Florida that I was aware of. And, I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, so a lot of stuff that was being done, I was doing from where I'm at right now, but teamwork make the dream work.
Right.
Add moving stuff to Primo doing stuff till I purchased the car, and we had the car sitting on ice for a while. So that's why when this car came out, what people say about bumping chests and all kind of stuff, I'm not new to this. I've been around this, and I've been saw what everybody cars was doing. So when it was my turn to start building, I went straight to the man instead of around the man, which was Eric Kennard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One of the best in the business. But you got to have that bag fucking with him. Point blank.
Right.
So that's why whatever people say about bumping chests, I know what I built. I was private testing since January 13th. So we already knew what the car was going to do. So King Gangsta Party, that was the hype because we already knew what the car was going to do.
Right.
Because that was, it was built from the ground up. I didn't buy nobody else's car. I mean, I bought the car, but it wasn't no race car. It was a regular car that we made the way we made it. So that clarifies some of the chest bumpers that people be saying chest bumping or whatever the fuck they be talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, and it went from there. And, it wasn't like we wasn't telling people because every time Primo took a loss, all we said was, that's all right. We got something coming. You can ask anybody. Ask anybody. Every time he took a loss, we said, that's all right. We got something coming. But, y'all got y'all fans' favorite. So that's going to always be an issue. And it's the thing about being a rookie, I never know anybody build a race car to worry about who's number one.
Right.
Who's trying to be number one. You know what I'm saying? Just because I went at Gangsta Party, I ended up racing Boost Doctor, all the rah, because he's been doing it for so many years. I mean, what's the difference?
Right.
A race is a race. You know what I'm saying? And I know what kind of car I built. So it ain't just about Boost Doctor. It's about anybody that I line up against. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? So I be listening to some of these lies and stuff people be singing, but it is what it is. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well, first of all, I got to tell you, I'm Team G-Body no matter what type of G-Body it is. I'm Team G-Body. So I'm going to always look to see a race with a G-Body. And then when you came out kicking butt, I was like, yes, it's a G-Body.
Yeah, but the thing, well, I hear you saying that, but then you see all the negative stuff people saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're building a race car and you're in a 24 slick shootout, who you supposed to race?
Right.
If you build an all-out, 24 slick car, which consists of Dunk Master, Boost Doctor, Grand Nasty, Playboy, Easy Money, Star Mac, on and on and on, who you supposed to race? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, when it comes to this, ain't nobody off limits. You know what I'm saying? Every track we go to, you got to race somebody. So,
Sure.
Some of the stuff I don't understand what people be talking about.
What are some of the negative things that you've heard about your car and you've been like, oh man, y'all play too much?
I listen to some of the stuff people say, and well, first of all, people that say they know cars, you really got to pay attention to a car. Because just like Saturday, people might have saw my car Saturday, but y'all don't know if that was a seeing car since Memphis or not. Some people caught it, some people didn't. You see what I'm saying? Because you probably didn't even catch it.
Right. No, I did.
Exactly. So, but that was my team show. You see what I'm saying? So I had to be there.
Right.
Ready, but we got out there and we did our thing. You know what I'm saying? I had Rico spent his whole Mother's Day painting that car. His whole Mother's Day. 24 hours he painted that car. From top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? Besides people dropping off and picking up the car, you know what I'm saying? It was so much stuff being done to that car in 22 days for me to make that show. So we got there and we took that L, but I still was there for my team.
Right.
You didn't see me bring that car back out and test no more. We tested all day Friday, but we know we couldn't get the situation corrected. So it's like, okay, go out there, do what you can do, but we know the next time we ready. So
yeah,
so I got put out the first round. Okay, but we took that. We parked the car and we went back and we partied. hands down. You didn't see me bring the car back out test no more, nothing like that. It wasn't nothing wrong with the car, but we know it was something we had to correct.
It was about the team that day, though.
Exactly.
Right. But to be honest, on that day, it was so many upsets. You were one of the upsets. I mean, when I say upsets, I mean like you were expected to win. Like it was so many people that was expected to win that day that did not win. And it was just like, we know anything can happen in racing, but I'm just happy I was there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just happy I was there because it was crazy.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, like I said, I saw some of the comments and some of the stuff from Sunday. And, people like, oh, when I lost the hot rod, why wasn't I bumping my chest or saying what I was saying? Because we already knew what the problem was. We already knew the car had a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all, the car had a problem. We still came by and did what we had to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you go back and look at the video, that's not the same car y'all saw in Memphis.
Right.
But look at it and see. But because I had everybody doing what they were supposed to do, the car came right back looking like the same car it left.
Right.
You didn't see no mismatched doors. You didn't see no half-painted car. You didn't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? But money talk, bullshit walk. You know what I'm saying?
Say it with your chest then.
You know what I'm saying? It's shock. I know cars couldn't get in because they made sure my car was getting done first. You know what I'm saying? I went straight to Eric and not around Eric.
Right.
So I'm always going to Eric. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. Everybody always hope they speaking the truth and stuff. Y'all got me now. I can speak a lot of truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not running.
You see what
the thing about it, I have people keep talking about this and that, and first of all, Sage my first cousin. Don't mess with first cousin. I don't care what kind of problems we have. That's still my family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm going to be a supporter. I'm going to still be there. I'm going to still be a supporter of Sage, of Dunk Master. You know what I'm saying? We raised. We didn't go down the track together. So it wasn't enough for me to get out there and yell and talk about that I beat him. You know what I'm saying? We didn't go down together. He spun, and Primo went on through. You ain't never see no post or us talk about that race no more, nothing like that. Because that was we didn't go down together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I took L's, but until my car go down with somebody, okay, that's a different story. And I do, and I know I got enough for any G body out there. Yeah.
You see what 50K said? He said he could honestly say out of everyone that came out for the first time, you was the most impressive.
Thank you, 50K. But see, it's people that's going to give the compliments, but it's going to be the people that's going to always have something negative to say.
Right.
But you think about it. They've been doing this shit since 2015. I did my car in 12 months now, and I'm on a level that will only maybe one car be better than mine. One. That took them 5 years to get their car there. Think about it. Everybody say they want to speak facts. You think about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you watch the videos again, look at my car again and see if you catch what you catch that you see from Memphis to now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So getting back to you changing the car from Memphis till now, well, I guess you probably don't want to expound on why that happened. Huh?
Well, okay, that explains a picture why I put up when I say me against me.
Mm-hmm.
You see, because some of the stuff I'm doing just because some of the stuff I didn't have to do. I did it just because that's me. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're your own worst enemy. You just want to change something.
I'm the type of shit, we grudge racers, but I'm the type of motherfucker, I want if I got to take my car apart and put the doors on the goddamn wall and put the front on top of a garbage can, I want to do mine like the Pro Stock boys do it. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. If y'all want a show, I'm going to give y'all a show before I even hit the track. You know what I'm saying? I'm winning when I pull up. You think about it.
Right.
My pull-up game, everybody around me having fun when I'm out there. Everybody.
Right.
So I'm already winning. And then to have the car that I have, that I know I built to beat anybody in the 24 slick category, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I say, it's all about the track. That's gonna make the difference. You win some, you lose some. But I'm not one of the people that's gonna shut up because I lose. I'm gonna still keep talking. Ain't not one sponsor on that car, but MP Express, maybe EKR, when he felt kind of good because he took all my damn money. But he sponsor on that car, but me. And I'm gonna bump the hell out my guns, talk my shit, whatever people say. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. Ain't nothing gonna change. Not a thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm 48 years old. You know what I'm saying? People keep talking about OGs and uncles and all that bullshit. I'm probably one of the oldest people out there. I'm sorry I don't look it. But everybody else is probably younger than me out there. You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about respect level and all that shit, motherfuckers gonna respect me too. Point blank. I'm not getting here and cuss and call people names and call grown men bitches and all that shit. You fuck around somebody put a damn gun down your damn throat, you go to the track next time. You go these lives cursing out people and stuff. Where they do that at? That's how grown men talk.
Right.
Yeah. And some people gonna like this interview, some people ain't. But it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm still me.
That's what the show is here for, though. When y'all come on here, y'all gotta I give y'all a chance to say what y'all gonna say and answer the questions or not, and you know, just get it off your chest.
Yeah. And you look at some of the races. You know what I'm saying? When you look at what Primo did last year with that LS with one kid, running some of the big dogs, he might have took an L, but when they went down together, it was L's at the finish line. It wasn't no L from the 60 or the whatever. It was at the finish line. So if he had that in his car, and I know what I got in my car, plus some, you know, we ain't backing down from nobody. If it's a good track and we can put the power down, we ain't backing down from nobody. Nobody. Hot Rod got that win the other day. Kudos to Hot Rod. You know what I'm saying? I still fuck with Hot Rod. I ain't argue. I ain't say nothing. But the next time, though, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hot Rod good people.
You better be ready next time.
I'm going to call him on the phone.
You know, one thing that I really respect about a lot of the camps, but I definitely really respect about DNL, somebody said it in the comments, they move like a professional race team. They move like they coming. Like they coming. Even if it's just your car coming, they coming. They gonna show up for you.
That's true.
And that's one thing I respect about them.
When we went to CC show, I dragged that big ass trailer to CC show just to bring my golf carts. But I was there supporting because my teammate was there. You see what I'm saying? I had to drag all that shit up. I could have drove my damn car there or something. I dragged everything up there to support with them boys to support him because I always been going to CC show, you know, just with a different camp now. And it was a good show. You know, we had fun. We loaded up and we left. You know, hands down. Anything happened after that, you know what I'm saying? I can't get in all that raw shit like that because that's some different, you know, behind the scenes stuff that right there didn't have nothing to do with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That Don't Mess. You know, Friday, when I saw Don't Mess pulling up to that track, you know what I'm saying? I'm smiling. Like, this motherfucker come on a Friday, the day before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the power he pushing through that car now, he can't do that straight up the trailer no more. But he showed up on Friday because so he can get his testing in for Saturday. That was respect. You know what I'm saying? That was respect. And, you know, just, you know. But, yeah, like I said, I watch these lives, I hear these lives and stuff. But some of the stuff that people be saying and stuff, you know, it kind of motivates me to hear them say that stuff because I know what I'm capable of doing and what I can't do. And, like, sometimes that shit just motivates me to do shit more to make them even madder. You know what I'm saying? Because they can do about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I cut that fucking car up the last one, I did that shit just because. I didn't have to do all that shit. I'm a big block with big, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So I had to do what I did. I did it just because.
Right.
But it came back to the track looking like it ain't never left.
Yeah.
You know,
because I didn't notice.
that 22-day flip, everybody did their job. And
Right.
I'm sitting right here. I'm not in Florida. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. That car ain't with me. But teamwork made the dream work.
What's one of the things that's been most impressive to you about the team?
That I'm here and not there.
Right.
But everything that's done is done in a professional way. Hands down. I mean, I catch flights down to Florida every now and again and check on things myself. But I don't have to because, first of all, dealing with Eric, you know, he's one of the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say he's high, but that's business.
Right.
But look at the very first day we tested that car on January 13th on Bradenton Racetrack, that car went straight down the track with no issues, straight down the track from day one. And all that private testing I did up till Gangsta Party, that car never spun. It never did none of that stuff. So when we spun against Boostlocker, I wasn't hurt that I lost. I hurt when that car spun. Because we had did our homework. Just because we don't get in here and post everything, I'm everything I'm supposed to do when it comes to a race day. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you, and people say money. When I say money, I'm saying because I had to put in a lot of money to get this car where it's at right now. From the private testing to renting a track down there by myself, paying EKR to be at a track all day to close the store, that ain't cheap. But we got that car where it's supposed to have been at. And that took teamwork. You see what I'm saying? Everybody get on here and be bragging about their cars. They don't show they're doing private testing or saying they private. They wait till they go to a regular testing tune night and go to the track when everybody else at the track. You know?
Right.
We've been doing private testing for almost 5 weeks straight, getting ready for Gangsta Party. You know, I'm thinking about all kinds of stuff. Like, boy, I'm going to have to start selling houses and shit around here. I'm spending so much goddamn money. You know, nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we can't test no more now. Shit.
Listen, it takes y'all to tell people. Everybody think they know what it costs and what it take to race, but they don't know.
So when I was talking about money, since people say I was bragging about how much I spent, I was saying I spent what they spent over 5 or 6 years to get their car where it's at. I did that shit at one time. So it wasn't bragging about how much money I spent. It's just the fact I did it at one time. You know what I'm saying? That's why the car run the way it run. I don't have to change no suspension. I don't have to change nothing because it's all done the first time. You know?
Right.
And this latest thing I just did, you know what I'm saying? It could have probably been not as far as I went, but I don't like all that back and forth to the shop shit. You know what I'm saying? Because when you deal with EKR, you got to make sure you got time to fit you in and get you in and get you out. If not, you know, you got to wait.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't like to wait.
Right.
You know, that's my part. That's why when I say me against me, I'm battling my own self. When y'all submit that track thinking and stuff, I'm thinking about what else I can sell, what else I can do to entertain people. You saw my setup out there. I had every damn thing out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about buying me a stack over 18 wheelers. So I got 18 wheelers. I might get me a damn stack of next.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's why people mad at me. Because I'm going to talk that talk. I can back my talk. Me, by my damn self. Yeah. And I got my team, but I'm just letting everybody know, you come at me, you got to come correct. Point blank. So
you better talk that talk, Mike.
No, I'm talking because y'all get on here, y'all laugh at these motherfuckers, they be talking all this shit and cussing all that stuff. Ain't nobody care about that stuff. Nobody. Not me. That shit don't phase me. It make me go harder. You know what I'm saying? I got 15s on the way. I'm gonna race that car both ways. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going any track, no matter what. Matter of fact, I'm going as a Grand Nasty next. I see him in the comments. That's what I'm going after next. I got damn Grand Nasty. Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to say. I just hope I'm there to see it. So
Grand Nasty funny, man. That's a good dude. He funny.
Yeah, he is. What's one of the things that has been most surprising to you since you've been in the big wheel racing?
Well, I was happy for the way the car turned out. I was nervous at first, but when we did that very first, because Eric brought the car to the classic, but it wasn't completely ready. We could have ran the car, but it was no need to run it. Plus, it was raining that weekend, so he took it back with him and finished doing what he had to do with it. And then in Florida the weather a little different. So January 13th, like I said, when we very first test that car, that was a big sigh of relief to see that was money well spent. With the power that car putting down and stuff, and for it to go down on the very first try, that's when, it kind of killed all my work. Like, okay, I'm working with a beast here. Yeah. And, for Primo to handle it the way he did, and I made sure when Eric was building this car that it had everything it needed to make sure Primo go home to his family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He lose it or whatever happened to that car, it's got everything it needed to protect him. Because what happened to Easy Money was very scary.
Right. Right.
Thank God he had that cage the way he had that cage in that car.
Right.
Because how these cars are putting down now, you got to have a cage. You really do. because look at that Dunk Master now with the power that Blur putting out, and to see him swirl on that top end a little bit sometimes, that's scary.
Right.
Scary. Yeah. And that's 2 times, like to see him in Texas and that car kind of swerve him on that big end. And then watching him this weekend with that car pulling a little bit, that's a scary look. Yeah.
I think us as fans, a lot of times, we don't even think about that. I know that's something that always goes through you guys' mind. We just, we want to see the race. We don't even, it goes through my head, but I think as a lot of fans don't even think about how dangerous it is with y'all going down that track as fast as you're going.
Yeah. 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 I haven't done it, but to watch everybody else do it, yeah, it's something to really think about. Really
Do you ever plan on learning to drive your car?
Yeah, I got the whole suit, shoe, I got everything. Eventually I might have to. When Primo get his car back and we end up somewhere, I might have to get in it.
Right.
So I got everything I need to get in it. I'll play with it eventually, but right now, it's staying in Florida a lot because we're still getting, little stuff done here and there. But eventually I'll have it in my possession full time, and I got to try, with the way I'm at now, I'm an hour or 2 within any track of Orangeburg, Orangeburg, Aiken, Darlington, Piedmont, Gallant, Mooresville, Fayetteville. All the stuff is right here around me. So eventually the car will be on this side of town. That's why I said I got the 15s coming too, because there's a lot of small tire stuff that's going around here.
Right.
I'm gonna race the car both ways. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have a 2-part question. What's your absolute favorite parts about the car culture, and then your absolute worst part, the part you hate the most?
I love to see everybody having fun. Even when it's a race going on and win or lose, everybody's still having fun afterwards. All the animosity after a race, even myself, to see the video how I acted when I lost the boost up that night, that was embarrassing to me. I never did watch the whole video, but I still stood on what I said, because I said run it back. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I backed down or tucked my tail and went away. I said run it back. You know what I'm saying? And then people talking about money loss or whatever. I'm a businessman. I want a business. So if I lost money, I got paid that money to be there. I ain't lost my money. I know how much money to bet, not to bet by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't lose nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then let me back up. Then for Seeds to say I just got a nitrous motor. Okay, I just got a nitrous motor. You got Trigger Man around here, one of the top drivers that drive nitrous cars. He drives by 8 people cars, which is nitrous motors. Salty Bitch, nitrous motor. Josie Wells, one of my favorites, that Marcus drive for Josie, nitrous motor. You're saying, I'm going on about these nitrous. Look at Mario. Every car Mario had was a nitrous motor, and that car sells within a week or 2. Top dollar. So to say it's just a nitrous motor, hell, shit, I'm surrounded by nitrous motors. You know what I'm saying? DNA whole campus, nitrous motors. You know what I'm saying? So just because you got turbo, you still gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? You won't get it. I don't care if you got the big turbo, the little turbo, you still won't get it. Fucking with me, you won't get it. I'm gonna get grand nasty though. Yeah, I'm gonna get grand nasty.
You keep saying that because you know he on here, huh?
No, grand nasty.
What?
No. He from day one, he told me something, and you know what I'm saying? He told me something from day one, and I respect that from him. You know what I'm saying? From day one. When he saw that car, for what he told me, I respect that from him. You know what I'm saying? He never said something different from what he said. That he knew I was a problem from day one. You see what I'm saying? He didn't just say fast or whatever. He first of all, if you see who built the car, you know it's a problem. You got to do your homework and find out who Eric Kenwood is, must be. If you don't know who Eric Kennard is, do your homework, please. So I respect Grand Nancy for that. You know what I'm saying? And
so he told you he knew you was gonna be a problem?
Yes. You can ask him that. He told me that.
He on there. He on there.
Yeah. Even when we knew we had to race each other, we laughed about it, but he told me some stuff he probably never told people before. You know what I'm saying? And I respect him for that.
Right.
Yeah. Because he knew I just go out here and just buy a car and put it together and say I want to race 24-inch slicks. Yeah. But some people ain't gonna admit that. That's their fault they don't want to admit it. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be here. If the bitch blow, trust me, I got a backup already on the way. So you ain't going to see me taking no damn 6 months to a year to fix no car. I'm trying to come back the next week or two. Hands down. What I'm shocked and change that motor out. So, you know what I'm saying? So people say whatever they want about me. It don't matter. Ain't no sponsorship in that motherfucker. Not one. I'm looking for some, but if not, I'm still going to be okay. Yeah. I want to up the hood. I want to take my whole car apart to show motherfuckers. But my team say, no, don't do it. Because we drug racers. Trust me.
They like.
That's how arrogant I am. You know what I'm saying? I want to show them up. I want to take this bitch apart. Let them see whatever they want to see.
They like, leave the car alone, Mike. Just don't do it.
I said it's me against me. So I'm done with that. It's me against me.
Right.
You know, that flip I put on that car in 22 days, I ain't had to do all that shit. I just did it. Because the motherfucker say something about money. Who the fuck do you think they playing with?
Right.
Who do you think they playing? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna never see that car lacking. Not in 1 year. That's a pretty motherfucker too. I might go to the Promised Land this weekend. I ain't lying. Shit.
It's definitely a nice car.
Prime Blue Magic. I got Coley on phone. Tell him bitch bring me to the Promised Land. That pretty motherfucker need to go to the Promised Land. Then I ain't finished. Motherfucker get on the field. Start with Prime name. I see motherfuckers hold demeanor change. Motherfuckers laughing and joking on lives and shit. But as soon as they say Optimus Prime name, they hold demeanor change.
Why you think that is?
Because I'm a nightmare. Because I ain't going nowhere. I'm bringing it. You know what I'm saying? And they can say they got more power. They got to show me about more power. They got to show me. They don't know what I got in my car. Just because they say it's just a nitrous motor. The hell that's supposed to mean? It's a nitrous motor. I'm trying to figure that out. It's just a nitrous motor. What is that supposed to mean? Because they got a turbo?
Oh, that's what people were saying, that your car is just a nitrous motor.
I was trying to figure that out. What they mean by it's just a nitrous motor. Was that something just to throw people off because they didn't know what else to say on live? I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying?
Do you miss the good old days of racing?
Well, it's coming back. You still got some people that don't want to see it come back, but it's coming back. It's coming back. And, you know, there's a lot of cars that ain't even out on the track yet that's coming, too. That's fast or faster. Some nice little cars. So all these people that y'all been seeing for over the years, it ain't going to really be about them no more because you got people that's coming now that's going to be on the same level or above. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The new cars are getting faster and faster and faster.
Yes. Exactly. So it's getting back better. It's getting back better. Because everybody racing. Ain't nobody dodging nobody or whatever. Everybody racing. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody racing.
Well, it's getting back to that. It's getting back to that. I mean, I can't talk
everybody ain't racing.
Well, I can't talk to people that might miss an event here and there. The hell, I might miss an event here and there. You know,
right.
But people are getting back to racing. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming back. If we can just keep the negative animosity out of it, it's coming back. The trash talking about who fast or whoever, that's gonna always be there. But all the other stuff, they just let all the other stuff go and just come and race and have fun. It's gonna be all right. But I'm not gonna never start talking about shit. I don't give a fuck who get mad. Point blank. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think it's so much so much that gets away from like trash talk when it comes to the cars and gets personal? Why do you think that is?
Try to be a bully and want to start that cussing and calling people names and stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's when you call people names and stuff, you take that shit to another level. It ain't about arguing no more. Because some people understand some words you can't say to certain people because now, you know what I'm saying, you about to get caught something in your face right quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just what you live, what you do. You can't just get on here and start cursing. We grown ass men. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the shit changed that because some people don't know how to argue without taking it to the next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now they want to flex to show their muscle, or they want to call you a bitch, or this and that, this and that. That's where they got limited vocabulary. You see what I'm saying? They can't talk it out. Right. Yeah. Real talk.
I do think because where I'm from, you can't just say anything to people and then expect them. You can't stab me and tell me I can't shoot you. You get what I'm saying? You can't say anything to a person and then, because sometimes people know you in real life. So really you about to get punched in your face when they see you.
That is true. But you know, it's just like different conversations you have with different people. You know, sometimes they limit their conversation with anybody because they know their attitude ain't that, you know, for that. So they'd rather just walk and don't even say nothing about nothing. To be arguing some way and it goes to, you know, another level real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, funny. You know, he was a hardhead for a while, but he's a good person. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't learn to tone it down. He don't let people get on his skin no more. He's he's one of the hardest person to talk to one time. Everybody know that.
He was.
You know how he is now. You know what I'm saying? He still won't talk his shit, but he keep it to a level to where he cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's grown man. That's mature.
I think he calmed down a lot because, you know, we all at an age where we got a lot of stuff to lose.
That's true.
And when you know better, you do better. So you just gotta sometimes you just gotta let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's so much stuff happening these days. You know what I'm saying? Like people that we know stuff happening to, and you see it, and you know you shake your head and you pray for them, but that can be any one of us at any given point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the track, most people walking around with a lot of money in their pocket, this jewelry on, blase, blase. So you got to always be on your points of view everywhere you go, and have somebody standing beside you. You know what I'm saying? People don't know. You know, you might come to the track and you got your person standing right next to you or a distance watching you the whole time. So people might think you by yourself. No, you got someone standing there the whole time. You know, watching your back.
Right.
You know, but you try to avoid situations like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when people lose, people win, people get hyped. You know what I'm saying? That's just trash talking, period. That's gonna happen. But now it's so much cameras everywhere till when you do trash talk, you're gonna see it on the camera. And some people know how to entertain the cameras. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. Is the cameras always around when people start talking trash.
Right.
Every time somebody in the huddle, you got about 50 cameras, 50 phones just recording. So now you gotta look at yourself later on how you was acting, how you was talking and stuff. And I saw that, you know, hands down. And that didn't sit well with me. And that didn't sit well with me. But to see people still get on these lives and talk and say what they say, knowing that stuff already been talked about, I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't respect that no more. I reached out to people on the back line, but I see to get on these lives when motherfuckers bring Optimus Prime, they want to start talking shit again. So fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? You know, now I'm back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it ain't no respect. I don't give a motherfucker. I'm 40 years old. People talk about respect it. Man, fuck all that. Motherfuckers don't respect me too. That's all point blank. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you got people that do shit on spite, or they'll bring up questions on spite, or they'll alert people on spite just because. But I'm not one of them. Yeah. Because I know I got the car to race anybody on the 24 and slick. Anybody. Hands down. And they know it. Everybody know it. They ain't gonna admit it, but they know it. You think about it. Even you just said, when you saw the car, you was like, yeah. So I took that hell of hot rod. Y'all didn't see me sweat that? Nah. We partied. I parked that car. I might have said, Primo, let's do another test hit. We thought about that shit. Man, fuck all that. We ain't doing no more test hits. They'll see the car again later on. Because we know we have going on. You know what I'm saying? I tell somebody I got an issue, get the car right, win some more races. What the fuck? I just flip a whole goddamn car in 22 days. Get the car right, win some more races. Okay, I figure that's all that's all people can say now. You know what I'm saying? I can show you that car was cut in motherfucking pieces on April 23rd. I see April 23rd, you be like, what the hell is that? But the team put it back together. And the team did what they're supposed to do to get it back right. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody did that shit before. It took the motherfuckers 5 or 6 years to get their cars like that now. I did that shit in 12 months. By my goddamn self. No sponsors. And I'm going to run their ass, and I'm going to run them, and I'm going to run them, and I'm going to run them. And I'm going to keep talking my shit. Ain't nothing they can do. I'm going to pull up. Fucking invite. I'm going to pull up. And I'm going to grudge. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be the baddest and the fastest. I'm here. Let's lock in. Let's do something. Win or lose. I ain't going nowhere.
Who do you think will pose the? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, all this, like talking trash and whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about this shit the other way. You know what I'm saying? As long as I get Primo here, we going to race. Hell, I'm gonna ask Triggerman to drive the motherfucker or something. We going to race.
Now that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm pulling up. They ain't gotta bite me. I'm gonna pull up. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up with the 15s. I'm gonna pull up with the damn. I might give me some hard tires too. I'm trying to pull up in every category, just because motherfuckers talk shit, and ain't nothing they can do about it. Nothing. But make me spend more money and make me spend more money. Shit.
Then you're gonna be trying to sell everything.
Right. But hey, I did what my mind told me to do. Every time I see somebody talk shit, I want to run that category too. Yeah.
Who do you think is gonna pose the biggest problem? I think you might have said it already. Grandmaster.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Grandmaster.
Well, you know, the first time I ever seen Grandmaster go down the track, I was like, ooh, boy, it's gonna be hard for these boys now.
Yeah, but yeah, but, you know, Grandmaster. Yeah, Grandmaster. That car is different.
Yeah, he's definitely different.
You know, like, you look at some of the losses that Grandmaster took. Ain't too many people went down through the finish line with him. Either he almost lost it a couple of times, you know, breaking loose with the when he had those bigger wheels on the back, or you never really saw him go down completely through on a race with somebody. I don't think so. I mean, you might have. I don't remember a time he went down like through the finish line with somebody. I mean, him and now, don't get me wrong. In Memphis, him and Muzzy went through there. They went through there together. He won, but they still went. You know what I'm saying? Each one of them went down the track together.
That was a great race.
They went down the track together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like when Primo and Boostarter went down the track together. You know what I'm saying? That was a great race. But if people ask about races from last year, that was one of the best races. Yeah. When Primo and Boostarter went, Miller Jordan went down there together, and Boostarter edged him out at the finish line. Motherfuckers said how they did this, they still edged him out at the finish line. You know what I'm saying? And that was a great race. That was a good race. That was a good race with Bill Collector and Dumpzilla. That was a good race. They went down through there together. You know, spinning and somebody take a win. Okay, you took the win, but all right, on to the next.
Listen, that was another upset that Saturday. I had never really seen Donzilla lose like that. Like I was speechless. It was so many upsets that Saturday. I was like, oh my God.
But it was fun though. It was fun.
Yeah.
That's what it was fun. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? People lost money. Some people won money. You know, like we saw Dunkmaster Test hit that Friday night. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker had wings. He might have took off. But we don't know if he hurt the motor that night. We don't know if they changed something that next day. You know what I'm saying? Big Joy hooked and they went on through there. But you know what I'm saying? Looking at the test hit Dunkmaster made, you know, you'd have thought, show that was easy.
Right.
That was easy for him. You know, and then we brought easy money cars running. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was technical, but his car is still fast. So for him to be back now, that car is moving. You know what I'm saying? People might not say it, but easy money moving. You know, so I mean, there's some good races that's gonna happen again. You know, like especially with the cars that we haven't seen out. You know, you didn't have none of Cortland cars there this weekend. You got Blue Magic we still ain't seen yet this year. Other cars that's being built. So it's other fast cars that's coming that we're gonna see. And eventually, you know, when Fly broke, you didn't really get a chance to see Fly car again after it broke. You know what I'm saying? With the potential that car got. So it's gonna be an interesting season. You know, as people get their cars fixed and come back. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Z06, you know, once Dunkmaster work the bugs out with that, he will be back contending again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's cars out there that's really got the potential to do some upsetting.
Black Flag said it. That was called that. We should call that upset Saturday. That was a whole upset race. It was crazy. Who before you started racing? So take it back to when you were a fan. Who were some of your favorite people to see race each other?
It was always Boostarter and well, you know, Playboy Playboy, you can't leave Playboy out. Because Playboy
Right.
car, nice car and fast. And he was one of the ones you almost can count on every race he got up in. You know, he was gonna do his thing with the
Right.
one track or whatever. He did his thing, hands down. You know, so Playboy always was a good one to watch. You know, Bootstar always been a good one to watch. Grand Nasty, you know, Eric, it's always been those top people that's always, even when Easy Money had his car running the way he had run it before he had Rick, that car was flying. You know what I'm saying? He was really doing something with that car before, you know, the accident happened. So it's been different cars really to watch over the years. I mean, Dunkmaster always been up in the top over the years. With the 06 over the Blur. You know what I'm saying? That was always somebody, you know, when you see him, you know, he about to do his thing. You know, every time you saw Bootstar, you know he was about to do his thing. Or Grand Nasty or Playboy. So it's always been those competitions right there. Just all about the track condition and who showed up to the track that day and who didn't show up to the track that day. You know, because some days, you know, sometimes you never really had everybody on the same property at one time. You know, that was rare, like at Cash Show last year, to have almost all the big dogs on the property and to watch those races go down. You know what I'm saying? That's something that might never happen again. You think about it. But that's in 2022 now. You can't keep talking about that now because we're on to 2023.
Right.
Yeah.
Before you were racing.
Them boys are gonna bring it regardless.
Right.
You know, that's one thing about Bruce. Bruce and his camp, they gonna bring it regardless. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna race, they gonna talk shit, they gonna do whatever.
Right.
So you can't never leave them out. You know. Yeah.
Not to mention Bruce is hilarious. He should have been a comedian.
Yeah, you can't never leave them boys out. You know, hopefully Street when they eventually get his car straightened out. You know, all that talking and hype about it, you know what I'm saying? If he just calm and stop talking about the car so damn much, maybe he'll get it figured out and get it working. You know what I'm saying? You got On Go that's coming. You know, On Go coming eventually. You know, you got Star Mac that's trying to work all the bugs out. He coming. So it's still some nice cars that's out there that's fast that's coming. That you really got to be on your A game, you know, when you line up against them. You can't say that there's one dominant person anymore. You can't. Not in my.
Yeah.
You can't. A couple of years ago, you might have said it was one dominant person. But now, you know, everybody done caught up or either surpassed till you got to really bring it. You know what I'm saying? It could be a tuner's race, people say, or it could be a track condition race. It just all matters. You know, that's like with Primo knowing to treat people. People say what they want to say. Primo done treat a lot of people. He's ain't had enough to stay out in front.
Right.
So if you knew that much, you built a car around somebody that's known to treat people, that had a smaller motor with one. So you put them in something that's got way more motor, way more nitrous, way more everything. You know what I'm saying? Now you got the race. Yeah.
See, Grand, that's been messing with you the whole time in the comments. You.
I see you.
He gonna get you.
That's why I called his name, because now I got you talking, because you know Grand Nasty don't talk that damn much. Yeah.
One of the fans wants to know if you do you have a list or a calendar of the races that you're gonna be at, or you just go on if you feel like going?
Well, right now, my biggest thing is getting that car dialed back in. You see what I'm saying? I took that L over the weekend, and I saw people brag about me taking that L. Like, they were happy I took an L. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna see the car again until we do our homework and get it back dialed in, and then we don't go. We don't go more. And I don't have to have an invite. I'm pulling up. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Where I'm gonna show up at this point, I'm just gonna show up because I'm on a mission right now.
So the answer is no. There's not gonna be a calendar. You just gonna pull up when you feel like pulling up.
I mean, I might say I'm gonna get on this show, get on that show, but you never know where I'm gonna pull up at though. I might pull up Sunday. You don't know.
You like
you just don't know.
Candyman, huh? You might.
I'm on, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a mission right now. No, I ain't pulling up Sunday. I'm not pulling up Sunday. But what I'm saying is, I might just pull up. Yeah.
So you like Candyman? They might mess around and say your name and you coming.
I'm coming. That big trailer coming with some cars behind me or something. We coming. Yeah. That's you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing stopping me from coming. Ain't nothing stopping me. Nothing. Do I work at? I work right here. I work my phone. So ain't nothing stopping me from coming. I can fly my drive out. He get a rental car and come, whatever. We coming. Hands down.
When you're no longer racing, what would you like for your legacy to be?
Well, for one, like I said, you got to respect what. I ain't say respect the fact that I built a car that's a contender from day one. I didn't really have to change nothing. I changed something because I wanted more because of I watched too much Sweet Outlaw or something. I saw somebody took their front off one day. I'm like, shit, I want to do that too. I saw somebody hanging doors up in the tree. I think I saw low hanging doors up in the tree. I think I want to do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But I know. I might want to jack my car, but he want some damn Promar jacks or something. You know what I'm saying? I just say, hey, you never know what I'm gonna do because I just do, you know, like Cad the other day. You know, when Cad came over to my trail under my trail, and he's like, "Boy, I thought I was bad, but you got me beat." That's a compliment that comes from Cad. You know what I'm saying? Because Cad do a lot of shit, but for a compliment like that, it's because that's how my mind be thinking. When y'all see me on that track walking around thinking, I'm thinking about what the next thing I can buy, what I can do next, just to entertain people. You see, I come out here with the bikes, the scooters, the golf carts, and then I'm fucking walking. All this stuff I got in here, you catch me walking. Because everybody else enjoying, especially Onk. I be looking for Onk on everything. That motherfucker know how to control everything. Just look for my stuff, find Onk. He got something. Hell, you just saw Luke, you had Low riding a scooter up in North Carolina. Y'all probably didn't see that. When Low rode my damn bike in North Carolina. But anyway, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun with it. But I'm gonna talk my shit because I know I got a car to back it. And I don't care who don't like it. You know what I'm saying? They can get mad. They can get on somebody else live and start cussing and calling people names and all that shit. I'm gonna sleep good tonight because I know I got a pretty fast motherfucker. Boy, that bitch pretty, boy. You see them videos? I be looking at them shit while I'm on the treadmill in the morning time. Like, boy, that's a bad motherfucker right there. That's why I say I posted the morning time I be on the treadmill. That's why I be thinking about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk your shit, Optimus Prime. Talk your shit. They had them cams chopping up in that motherfucker. They scared. They don't want to admit it. They want to start cussing and stuff, but they so scared. You see what I'm saying? Oh well, that's on them. I'm laughing about the shit because they can do it.
So you want your legacy to be you had fun?
I had fun. You know what I'm saying? I built a car that was top notch from day one. I ain't had to change nothing. I came out the gate swinging. That's why they mad. Out the gate swinging. You see what I'm saying?
So those were all my questions. Anything else you want your followers, your supporters, your fans, heck, I guess even your haters to know before we get out of here?
I mean, I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. It ain't no animosity against nobody. It ain't no disrespecting nobody. But I never been in a something where you build something to worry about who's number one. You build to be number one. You see what I'm saying? So there's no disrespect against nobody. But if I got to line up against you, you got to get the business. You see what I'm saying?
Grand Nasty.
Yep. Grand Nasty. Yep. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I ain't messing with Boots out no more. I don't want him to start cursing or, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for all that disrespect stuff. So I ain't going to call his name no more. I'm just going to line up if I got to line up against him or whatever. I got to pull up at a track and race him, whatever. But I ain't calling his name no more. But Grand Nasty, and you know, going Hollywood, you know, I told him to enjoy that win. I told him if my car was right, I would have locked him out. But after we did some, my car wasn't right, so I couldn't lock them out. So I didn't back down from that race. I still stand what I said. I got to just get my testing back in. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody kept saying they're not going to race Big Joy because of the way it's set up. I'm saying I'm going to race Big Joy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't running from Big Joy because it's all about the track. It's all about the tuner. It's so much things can fit into that. Till, you know, you got to show me. I know what I got up under my hood. I'm just a nitrous motor. I'm a big-ass nitrous motor, but you know what I'm saying? So them turbo cars, they can say whatever they want. They gonna get the business. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna get that business, but yeah. It didn't go down when it was supposed to. But they was gonna get that business. And the way I'm building that car, I ain't trying to just turn a light on. I'm trying to put space to show them motherfuckers. Yep, that's me talking that shit. I'm trying to put space.
Space, like a bus.
You heard me, space. Yeah. Bitch, blow your shit up, try to goddamn get this business. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to see you in Grand Nasty race.
Yeah.
Mike, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to sit down and talk to us today, man.
At the end of the day, I'm just having fun with it. I'm sorry to get up under people's skin. That wasn't what it was about, but I'm not backing down because I know what I built. I know who built my car. You know what I'm saying? I got one of the best in the business behind that car. I think he want to drive the car. because that's the next thing. I think he want to drive that car actually because he be talking shit to Primo. And I said, yeah, the way he talking shit, I think he want to drive that car. So I think it's more personal with him now. I think he want to drive that car. So if y'all see Eric not driving that car one day, he finally done bumped Primo out that seat.
And not to mention, Grand Nasty been in these comments messing with you the whole time. So I know.
I'm gonna make him do some things he never did before. That's what I'm gonna make him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, I tell you.
It's fun, Grand Nasty. But like I said, from day one, he respected what I built, and he complimented me on coming out the way I came out because he know that was no average build right there. You know what I'm saying? You can buy somebody else's car and put a motor and transmission in and start racing it, but that wasn't done that way. That was done from the bottom up. So when people say I talked about money, I wasn't bragging about how much money I spent. I bragged because what I did in the 12 months, it took them 5 or 6 years to do. After winning money after money and doing this, I did this shit without winning no money. So let me clarify some of the stuff the way I say it and why I said it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what you're looking at with that car, then you will never know. But now, when I really pay attention to that car, you will see that car got a lot of shit done to it that motherfuckers did after years of racing. I did with no racing or 2 or 3 races. And I still ain't really win no money. I still ain't really win no money.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they ain't. Yeah. But when I do grudge, I'm going to grudge. And we're going to see who got $2,000, $3,000 the bet. I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? You see that money machine right there? See that goddamn money machine? I rap my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker talk. See that shit right there? I rap my own shit.
I know that. You know? That's right.
I rap my own shit. So
you better talk that talk.
Oh, I'm talking it. I'm talking it. I'm always ready. I got it in clear view. I'm always ready. That's why my team.
Mike, this definitely was an interesting interview. I had a great time. Like I said, I know you guys are busy, so I just appreciate you taking the time to sit down and talk to us.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I don't like the fact that, people get on here and some people start stuff on spite because they got their favorite person or their favorite racer. But this is racing. You see what I'm saying? This is racing. This is what people do. But don't make it seem like this person can't be beat or they're going to always be the best at what they do. You see what I'm saying? This shit change every day. So that's the part I didn't like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I came out with a whatever, struggling to do what I do. Ain't none of that happening. None of that. Ain't nobody got to hype me up. I hype my own car. You know what I'm saying? I don't even.
You definitely weren't struggling when you came out.
I hype my shit up one time, but I know I'm going to do what I'm going to do, though. You got to hype me out. I get them, they got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
right.
So I'll blow that bitch. We're going to go through there. If that bitch hooked, we going through there. I promise you that. I promise you. People think they know numbers. They ain't seen no numbers with that car run. They don't know what that car run. We ain't even had that car to its top potential yet. And I know we running numbers with that car. Serious numbers. So people are bragging about it, what they did and this did that. I'm doing that already. Hands down. I promise you that. Hands down. I'm putting down numbers with that car already.
Right.
That's why motherfuckers talk shit. Yeah. And they fans, you know what I'm saying? You can't fight nobody fans or argue with nobody fans because they can't do that wrong in their fans' eyes. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't say to help the fans because I need them too. I need them to come over and buy some of the shirts and hats and all the other shit I got over there. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just me. And I don't care.
Oh, speaking of, if they want to get merch and you're not at the track, do they just DM you to get it or do you have a website?
They can DM me. I'm right here in the house all day. I can pack and ship. I might send them something for free and all. As long as they're buying something, it don't matter. Yeah,
okay.
I'm right here doing it, you know what I'm saying? And I got plenty of it, all colors, just whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, like I say, I'm having fun with it. I'm happy with the results of the car. And I'm good. Like I say, I let some stuff get under my skin when I see people talk or whatever, but I'm not going to let that happen again. You know what I'm saying? If I got to start watching some of these lives, when I see certain people on lives or whatever, I just stop doing that. But I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like Bruce say, you can make your mouth fry chicken. You can't listen to them folk.
No, you can't. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just some things they say, you know what I'm saying? You really got to know. And you can't just think that everybody know what they're talking about at all times. You see what I'm saying? You might say you know about cars or whatever, but like I say, you really got to know certain stuff to really talk about it. You can make stuff sound good to people, but if you don't really know, you just don't know. Point blank.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll look at videos and see a car go down by itself, or see a car make tests and say that car fast or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we might know what kind of number that car might be doing or whatever, but you still don't know what's really the potential of something. You know what I'm saying? I do want to tell so much shit about my car, but I can see low down. And please don't get Primo started. Yeah. I want to say so much stuff, but y'all just don't know. I put that number down the other day. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, yeah, so. yeah.
You know everything fast by itself.
Yeah, that's true. But it's all good though. It's all good. But like I said, I got all that off. You know, that's just that. You know what I'm saying? So people can get on these lives or talk to whoever they want to talk and say whatever they want to say. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? I got other stuff to worry about sometimes. I ain't got time to, to down nobody or talk trash or whatever, because like I said, I built my car for what everybody else's car is. You know what I'm saying? From Boost Start to Granddaddy to Dunk Master, Going Hollywood, Playboy, every one of them got something in my car. I stole something off every one of their cars. I ain't lying. I just ain't turbo. You know what I'm saying? Playboy had a pretty car. I got a pretty car. I stole that off his car. You see what I'm saying? So I got something everybody on my car. They just don't know that. I mean, they know it now. Granddaddy, I saw he had a sunroof. I got T-tops. T-top open I had the sunroof open in Memphis. Anyway, that was a joke. But yeah, I got all of them. I got a part of everybody in my car. You know what I'm saying? So ain't like I just came to this thing and just to talk shit or whatever. I watched them for over the years and watched what they had, and my car got built off everybody else. So they can say whatever they want to say or whatever. I got the best of everything in that car. You know what I'm saying? Probably more than what I need. Hands down. And
yeah,
running numbers with that car, and we're gonna race whoever line up. And if we pull up, we're gonna call out and grudge. It don't matter, because that's just what my mindset is right now. Because people just keep talking, so it's like I gotta prove a point to say I'm just gonna pull up. You ain't gotta invite me or nothing. I'm just gonna pull up, and I'm gonna call you out. And if we race or not, it still ain't hurting. I'm gonna party where we at, and we're gonna load up and we can go home. Yeah.
It's a good idea though to stay off. I had to even start staying off some of these lives. Everybody an expert. How everybody an expert on race.
Yeah.
Like how everybody an expert on race.
Everybody's an expert when it comes to their car. You see what I'm saying? But
right.
Their car, I'm not no mechanic. You see what I'm saying? You see these hangers? I ain't no mechanic. So I can't tell you nothing about what my car gonna do or what it ain't gonna do. I gotta call Primo or Low first. Hey, what is this they talking about? I'm learning, but I do this right here. See this right here? I be right here, goddamn booking them lows and stuff. So I don't know nothing about when it comes to all that. I'm learning just like everybody else learning. You know what I'm saying? But I know I got a team around me that's gonna make sure everything is right. And
right.
I went to the man, not around the man. Remember what I just said? I went to the man and not around the man.
Right.
Yeah. Car went straight on the track every time. That speaks for itself.
Low thing. You need a private jet messing with you.
They know because once like Eric say, I can fix the damn car if he don't change nothing else. It's just like I said, I might see a live or see something like, oh what? Eric, why don't you do this right here for me right quick? Damn, I'm gonna add something else. So I'm trying not to add nothing else because we don't add too much shit now as it is. So that's why I say we get this bitch dialed back in, we hunting.
Well, I definitely can't wait to see.
We hunting.
I definitely can't wait to see you and Grand Nasty because he been messing with you this whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time he been messing with you.
And I'm gonna laugh about that shit every day I think about it.
Well, like I say, I'm definitely very impressed with everything that you've done thus far, and the fact that your team is like Dot Boy has been typing in the comment the whole time. DNL is a professional race team, but I've grown very close to them over the years, and so they're all like brothers to me, and I love that for you guys. It's amazing. Like it's an amazing thing to see.
Yeah.
And now new team members are coming on. It's just very, very refreshing to see the new blood coming into the game and ain't no slouches. Like they coming in kicking
Yeah.
and taking names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the fun part about it. Like I said, that's the fun part about it. And like I said, to clarify, like I said, I was very upset with myself to see how I acted after that night at Gangster Party. I never did watch that whole video because I just didn't like it from day one. Because people say whatever. I was upset because I wasn't upset because of the law. I was upset because of that the wheels, the tire, the car spun. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no point in no feeling why that car spun. We raised, it was 9:30 at night. Temperature done changed, everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because people might forget. There was some races earlier that day that people spun and lost. You know what I'm saying? But people forget certain stuff, but they remember what they want to remember, but they forget people lost earlier that day because they car spun. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't the one that spun and lost a race that day. So everybody that want to come down on me, got to think about people lost that day because they car spun. You see what I'm saying? So who problem is that the car spun? Who
Right.
point fingers at because the car spun? I'm just trying to figure that out. But people forget that shit because I'm the newcomer and I'm talking major shit. But I can do that because I know what I got. Yeah.
People just got to have something to say.
But what can they do? That ain't no sponsored car. What can they do? And I ain't no mechanic.
Yeah.
These goddamn hands. I ain't no damn mechanic. You know what I'm saying? I sit right in this motherfucker low. Blah, blah, blah. Primo. Blah, blah, blah. Eric. Blah, blah, blah. Rico. Boy, that teamwork is a motherfucker.
You should play that song for them next time you put a clip up of your car. That song, You Can't Stop the Rain.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were all my questions. Anything else you want us to know before we get out of here?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no animosity with nobody. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I want to thank Playboy and even though this was back in Memphis, Playboy and Turbo Joe had helped me out. We was having an issue in Memphis with the car, and I think about it. Playboy one time was on the ground taking my damn wheels off. You know what I'm saying? And Turbo Joe brought me his wheels to you because we couldn't know if it was my wheels that was the problem or the track or whatever. So it was a lot of teamwork going on that day. And them guys didn't have to do that. They just stepped up to the plate. And like I said, Playboy was on the ground taking the wheels off himself. So, you know what I'm saying? I told him thank you, but just say it on live that, so it's not really a lot of animosity when it comes to this racing stuff. Even though these lives might make it look like it, but it really is teamwork when it comes to this racing. It really is,
Yeah.
So whatever, because of Optimus Prime, people might get in their feelings and stuff, but they'll get over that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not backing down. You know what I'm saying?
The first time that I realized that was true when it comes to the different camps, this was years. I can't even remember what year it was. I'm pretty sure you was at the track. We was all at Palm Beach, and Hollywood and Lowe was racing in fly car, and the car caught on fire, and Hollywood got out of the car and was running and trying to find a fire extinguisher. And these are two of the camps that got the biggest rivalry. Yeah. And he was trying to make sure that Lowe was all right, because regardless to how it goes down, a lot of y'all have become like family. Yeah. So
Real talk.
I love that.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Hands down, it really is. And you see it all the time. It could be some of the simplest things sometimes, but you see it. People might come borrow a part, a wrench, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's still happening, but it's not nothing that's being seen, but it's still happening behind the scene. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes social media stuff do make it look like people are really rival or against each other when they're really not. We all men. You know what I'm saying? We all men that's gonna stick our chests out regardless. You know what I'm saying? So whoever beat their chest, I'm gonna still beat mine too. So if they don't like it, they'll get over it. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't changing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm having fun doing it. Like I say, I win just by pulling up, and I'm always staying with that. I win just by pulling up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know no better way to end it. You win just by pulling up. Granddad, you heard that? He win just by pulling up. Mike, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. I really appreciate it.
All right. Okay, thank you.
All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Guys, if y'all missed any of today's episode of Rides and Vibes, make sure you click the link in the bio, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and catch up on this episode. It'll be uploaded shortly, and any of the past episodes. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate y'all.